Howdy folks, good afternoon and welcome to another one of my in-car vlogs. Today I want to talk about an email that I got recently, a very nice email from one of my viewers. Thank you very much, you know who you are, I'm not going to name names. But he was asking about his very first car. Now, you remember I did a video on this, on your very first car? And well, he was asking for opinions, and that's great. I don't mind giving an opinion. However, when it comes to the actual purchasing of the vehicle, please don't hold me responsible if you decide to go and buy something which I said was okay and then turns out to be a real turd and costing you lots and lots of money to repair and restore, and then it's my fault. No, sorry, I cannot take that kind of responsibility. It's too ridiculous, too much of a responsibility to actually take. So anyway, the email started off with a few questions about certain cars and what it's like to maintain. Now, I'm in the unique position of having owned both local, Japanese and continental cars, used cars, and so I'm in a unique position to actually comment on that. Now, by virtue of the forex, just by virtue of the exchange rate, you're going to find that continental cars are going to be a lot more expensive to maintain than local and Japanese cars, just because of the forex. Because if a 100 euro part and a 100 yen part and a 100 ringgit part are all different in terms of price, actual price, landed price, once you take into consideration the exchange rate. So okay, straight off the bat, continental cars are going to be more expensive to maintain just by virtue of the exchange rate and nothing else. Okay, the nice car over there. The email was asking also about which gave a few Japanese, one local, two contis, including a W210, which is one of my favorites, and a BMW E34 or something like that. I can't really remember. E30, E34, maybe E34. E30s are just ridiculously priced right now. Very, very ridiculously priced. E30s are unrealistically priced at the moment, and I don't know why. Anyway, so of the choices, one of them was a Camry, a 2.4 litre Toyota Camry, ACV 30 or something like that. I can't remember, but it's the 2.4 variant, which is like the variant before the current latest variant, or just maybe two variants back. And those are going pretty cheap now because 2.4, people don't want to pay that kind of road tax, okay? They really don't want to pay that kind of road tax for such an old car. So I suggested go look for the 2.0e. The 2.0e is actually, sorry about the shake, I'm driving the Terrano. The 2.0e is still a very good car. It's a big Camry, reliable, if it's been well taken care of, and the road tax is much cheaper, 300 plus, as opposed to thousands. A 2.4 Camry, you're looking at the close to 1,000. I can't remember. 2.4. Anyway, yeah, it's a lot more expensive than a 2 litre. So I told him to go and look at that. Then he mentioned his take-home salary. And my first reaction was, do not get a continental car if you only have that much in terms of a monthly salary, because his monthly salary was actually less than how much it cost me to sort out three things on my BMW E60. Remember the previous video that I did on the BMW E60, how much it cost? Yeah. So that bill alone, just to sort out those two things, was more than his monthly salary, which, no, you don't want to do that. Because remember what I said about just living to pay off your car, just living to actually living in debt, and then being scared to actually use the car because things might go wrong, and then you don't have the money to actually repair it. Okay, now I'll be very honest with you, there was one period in my life where money wasn't that great, and I was actually scared to use one of my Continental cars for fear that something would go wrong and I would not be able to afford to fix it, and the car would just be lying there till I get more money to fix it. Yeah, it's all time and money when it comes to cars, used cars especially. So be careful, be very, very careful about what you buy. Now, if you have to spend more than 50% of your salary to actually maintain a car, and I'm not just talking about repairs, I'm talking about petrol, toll, parking, insurance, road tax, all those kind of things. If you have to spend more than half your salary every month to actually just take care of that, You don't want to get into that kind of situation. Folks, been there, done that with my Satria GTI. I was not making a lot, and my monthly payments alone were 1,100 and something ringgit per month. And I wasn't making that much. I wasn't making that much at all. So more than almost a half of my salary was actually going to my car, and it just really, you do not want to get into that kind of situation. You don't, because then you're always at the back of your mind thinking, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if suddenly this breaks? What if suddenly that breaks? Then you're scared to use your car. You use public transport instead because you're scared something's going to break. So you don't want to come into that situation. Also, been there, done that. Decided to not to use the car that I had because I was afraid something was going to go wrong. I was afraid something was going to break. So, excuse me, you don't really want to get into that kind of situation where you're actually afraid to use the car. Yeah. So anyway, just remember this. And like I always said in the past, and I'll keep saying it, don't blow your whole budget on buying a car, because then you've got no money to spend when things go wrong. And I don't care what the ad says, buy and drive, no repair needed. Bullshit. Something is always going to go wrong. I just went and saw a bike, and straight off the bat, I know I'm going to have to spend about 4,000 ringgit doing up, because just two tires, it just needs 2 tires, front and back. That's already going to be about $1,000 right there. So you just imagine a car. If it already needs 4 tires, 4 brand new tires, right? You already straight out of the bat, you're going to have to spend about what? 2,000 ringgit? For 4 new tires? No, even more, I think. Well, depending on the size of the rim. You're going to spend about $2,000 straight off the bat just to buy 4 new tires. And if you can't afford that and you run around on old tires, that's dangerous. So what else? If it needs new brake pads, forget about paint, yeah? Aesthetics, you can forget about it. Just mechanicals alone. If you have to spend that much straight off the bat and you've already blown your whole budget on buying the damn car, you are in a lot of trouble. You are in a world of hurt. Yeah, that's from that's from Predator. Sorry, I do a lot of movie references. Anyway, so yeah, just think about it properly. Be very careful. Don't buy on an impulse. Think about it properly. Do your math. Do your homework. And good luck. Hopefully you get a really good one. But 9 times out of 10, it's gonna need some work. It's gonna need something. And if you have no money to spend on that, that's a bad way to start your car ownership dream. Oh yeah. Take care, y'all. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye bye.